These hands are weird. So, obviously there's no payoff, but, like, I don't know, landing into Burning-Tree Friendship is a really good curve. I feel like I'm always tempted to keep these hands. I don't know if I should. I kind of want to see how it plays out. I think this is supposed to be a mulligan, but I want to see how this hand plays out. When I play for the 3-2, I don't know, I just like... I don't like playing leagues when I'm 0-2. I could, but... rather just move on to the next league. Definitely going to play landing first because of Thalia. Well, I mean, the argument for mulliganing is that there wasn't a payoff, right? It is hard to keep hands in this deck without a payoff. It's all matchup dependent, too. Like, a hand like that is amazing against Rakdos, but it's not going to cut it against stuff like Lotus Field, right? That was a good draw. That was an exceptional draw step. I mean, I guess I could have flipped anyways, but... a monster. Definitely going to flip now. Is it worth casting the Giant Killer post-combat? Monster. Canister likes Burning-Tree too. I'm glad the Canister's on the same page as me. I cannot believe that people play this deck without Burning-Tree. It's wild to me. Trading for the lifelink? Yeah, I think I'll cast the Giant Killer. If I draw another Bushwhacker, I have Friendship anyways, so... Do you like spaghetti? I also like spaghetti. Who doesn't like spaghetti? Would have saved it for next turn? You would have saved what? I don't know, I think flipping the Adanto is so huge there, because I could just start making tokens with this too. I think it was worth casting it. Brutal Cathar. Okay. No, I didn't like the Mutate Dino. We tried that last night. I really did not like that card. I think you're much better off playing Burning-Tree and Bushwhacker. Again, you know, I've said this before, I'll say it again. I tend to maximize building this deck towards the nut draws, and those cards give you the most amount of nut draws. Should tell Canister about Factor? Why should I tell Canister about Factor? They also don't ship internationally, so as far as I'm aware, they don't. I don't want this to flip, right? Yeah, I think I do not want that to flip yet. Could just, like, end step tap it. The stream is popping off. We get a lot of people in chat. Oh, boy. Thank you all for being here, chat. If you're enjoying the stream, be sure to hit the follow button. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Thank you for supporting the stream. Hope you're having a good day today. Alright, tap this. Canister asked, you must answer. Oh, he said, what's a factor? Factor is a meal delivery service, but like I said, as of right now, I do not believe that they deliver to outside of the United States. Chose Brutal Cathar. Okay. So we can go attack with this. I think I still want to prevent the Brutal Cathar from flipping. So why don't I go Burning-Tree, make a token? I want to save this in case I draw a Voldaren Epicure. So let's do it this way. Not sure if that's right, but... Tandy, thank you so much for the host. Hope you had a good stream, buddy. Welcome, Tandy Raiders. We are preparing for RC Dallas, playing a little bit of Boros Convoke, trying to fine-tune the numbers, find the best version. I'm playing land is bad in case of land draw. Oh, so I can Giant Killer and Adanto? Sure. What happens if I tap the Brute, pay 3, and send everything? So they have a 3-2 and a 1-1. Let's assume they eat a 1-1. They would take 6 and go to 5. Doesn't sound that bad, right? The only issue with that is I can't make a second token. So maybe it's just better to go... Tap this... 16, send everything, eat this, 6 go to 5, lose this token. I could just sit here for a little bit. The only problem with sitting here is, like, if they're sandbagging a spell, it's just gonna keep getting, like, it's gonna get a little bit worse for me. There's a good chance they're sandbagging a spell. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to just tap this. So basically, what I can do is I can make this play for a couple of turns until I find another land. And then once I find a land, I can set up a spot where I can start doing this and this in the same turn, which is kind of nice. So I think this is good. Yeah, I don't know if I can afford to wait too long. I agree. Have I tried Containment Priest in the board? For which particular matchup? I guess Neoform maybe is the matchup where you'd want that against. It's possible you could want a card like that against Neoform. I wouldn't be opposed to it. Play the Ornithopter. What is the benefit of playing the Ornithopter? I have Bushwhacker in my deck. I don't see the benefit of playing this. Like, I could just choose to not cast the Thopter in this scenario, right? I could even make a token. Yeah, let's just make a token. Make a token, play Loxodon. Like, I guess that's the argument for playing the Thopter last turn, is this situation where I draw a Convoke creature, but I'm like, that's still fine, I'm in a good spot, right? It's just so bad to play the Thopter and draw Bushwhacker, right? And I'm still, like, if I don't play the Thopter and draw a Convoke card, I'm still winning anyways, right? So, shove everything. Could even tap this and then shove everything. Yeah. And then I could even hold up a Danto. Tapping this so they can't just first strike block the Loxodon. I'll never be so let down. So as is, they go chump here, chump this, eat this, take 6, go to 2. This deck's for Phoenix too. Kind of. The issue with Containment Priest against Phoenix is they have so many ways to kill it. It's not, it's trivial for them to kill a 2-2. So against Mono White, I was doing this, I think, and I was cutting the non-creature spells because they're bad against Thalia. And also you're bringing in 3 more non-creature spells, and you want to make sure that you have enough Night hits. And because I'm bringing in so many 1-drops, I think I was shaving a Giant Killer. I think that made sense. Yeah, I've gone up to 3 Chasms. I don't know, I can't seem to beat green without drawing that card. I don't know if I'm just not mulliganing aggressive enough, but I have been really struggling against green, which is why I'm up to 3 Chasm. Because at least in my experience, it's been very hard to win that matchup without drawing Chasm in the post-board games. Yeah, Deck and Stone is decent. It's just, kind of awkward if they curve. I keep losing, and maybe this is just because they always have, the turn 2, turn 2, 3-drop, turn 3 Cav off of a Nykthos. Those are the draws that I keep losing to. Is it better EV the drop at 0-2? I mean, no, it's better. You might as well play it out, but it's definitely not better EV to drop at 0-2, because you can 3-2 and still get your money back. But also, I'm testing for the region. I'm testing for Dallas, the LCQs, and I think it's more beneficial for me in terms of, testing against more, I'd rather be in the 0-0 bracket than the 0-2 bracket if I'm trying to test, if that makes sense. Although, I don't know, the random pairing sometimes, it does kind of pair you randomly, so. I don't think I want to mulligan this hand. Obviously, it's a 1-lander, but it's a pretty cracked 1-lander, especially with Forge Devil in the opener. Alright, easy game. Literally Flame Tongue Kavu. Literally Flame Tongue Kavu. So, Deck and Stone over Fateful Absence, because specifically against Mono Green, their creatures have, when this creature dies, do X. You'd have played Inspector turn 1, rather than killing Kythian. I guess I could just kill Kythian on 2. Yeah, you might be right about that, because now I can't, now I can't Knight. True. I guess we're just playing 2 1-drops. Yeah, maybe I messed up. I don't think I care about taking 2 on turn 2. It's fine, we could just Knight next turn. Yeah, the Exile is just too big. Troll and Cav. So if you were going to play a 2-mana removal spell, you would definitely want to play Deckstone. Also, Deckstone in the mirror is pretty good, because it gets their Gleeful tokens, regardless of sizing. Because the issue with stuff like End the Festivities is if they have the turn 2 Loxodon and you have End the Festivities, it's a little bit too slow. So you're better off playing Deckstone in that matchup, because you can kill the tokens regardless of sizing. I think I'm just taking 5 here. I don't think I want to double block this. Could triple block, but it's the same thing as double blocking this, right? But I take no damage if they sack this. Interesting. I could just Bushwhacker them. Go 1, 2, right there. Maybe send everything except a single Ornithopter. 2, 4, 6, 9, 11, 12. Leaving back a Thopter. the other line is what? Thopter, Knight, leave back Burning-Tree Bushwhacker, and Stepcrack Clue. Still have one blocker. Block there. Take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's a lot of 9s. 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. Any 9s in chat? Jesus Christ, that was annoying. Icy Wolf, thank you for the 9 months. Wait, how many months was it? I couldn't tell. How many months? How many months, by the way? 2, 3. Huh. Well, now I could actually go... I could go Burning-Tree Loxodon. Is that good? The only problem with Burning-Tree Loxodon is that I don't have a spell for the Bushwhacker next turn. Burning-Tree to play around Lieutenant. Oh, so I have 2 blockers left. So you want to go Burning-Tree Crack Clue. The next turn, Burning-Tree Bushwhacker. Yeah, that's probably better. Because that has 2 blockers to play around Lieutenant. Okay. Yeah, I'm with that. That makes sense. There's no way their deck plays Subtle. Wow, that's good if I draw land. Really good if I draw land. Had a mixed experience. We 5-0'd the first league, and then we 0-2'd the second league. This is league number 3. Surely, chat. Surely they don't go land, hold up 4 mana. There is simply no way that their turn is going to be land, pass with 4 mana up. It's just, there's simply no way. Clueless. Actually clueless. Boros Convoke didn't do that hot in Valencia. Yeah, I think there was, like, the best performing list was, I think, top 16, maybe top 32. I can't remember exactly what they're placing, but I think most of the list, I think there were 3 that I saw, and I want to say that all of them didn't play Burning-Tree. No, I wasn't a big fan of the Unicorn. I am really adamant that you should play Burning-Tree Bushwhacker over the other white 2-drops plus Leosaur. I don't know, we played that for, like, I think I probably played that card for about 5 hours yesterday, between, you know, a couple leagues on stream, couple leagues off stream, and it just, I don't know, the explosiveness of Burning-Tree Emissary is so important in this deck. You know, for those of you who weren't here earlier, we were talking about it. The one thing that I will say about this deck is it is incredibly high roll, and you should, I think they animated the wrong Mutavault. You should build your deck in such a way to maximize the nut draws, because that's what your deck is good at. Your deck is good at having the top percentage of your draws, and any card that increases the top end of your draws, like Burning-Tree, I think is where you want to be, at least in my opinion. This is not a good attack, Chief. This is not a good attack. I mean, I don't even think that's a good attack. Don't they know about the... I guess they don't know about Burning-Tree, or they don't know about Bushwhacker. So eat this, take 8, go to 2. Just, like, overthinking this. Maybe I should trade. 2. I guess this is worse if I draw Sacred Foundry, then I can't Gleeful. But I didn't do the math. They might just be dead anyways. Now they're certainly dead, but... dead to aerial boost? Yeah. Ultra, Mega, Super, Giga, Ultra dead. Yeah, I think they just messed up. I don't know why they animated the second Mutavault. Micah, what color you want, buddy? Yeah, you didn't tell me what color you want. This hand's funny. I think it's good. Turn 1, and then turn 2. Attack for 2, 4, attack for 8 on turn 2. I think you keep this. It's possible I don't want a Burning-Tree on 2. We'll see what we draw. I do think this hand's a keep, but depending on what we draw / what we're playing against, we might not want to go for this on 2. Turn 1, Castle Ardenvale. Okay, well now I could just wait, right? Is there a reason to not cast the Gleeful? I can't think of one. that makes this hand a lot better. Copper Code Vanguard. Yeah, I don't... Something tells me that that's not going to cut it. Something tells me that that is not going to cut it. I think we're playing a different game here. Alright, tradesies. An 8. Castle's kind of clutch here. Something Hogak, yeah. Classic Hogak comparison. Okay. I'll show you how to survive. So if I shove everything... Can I attack with 3 creatures and flip the landing? I want to leave 3 creatures back to convoke this. So 1, 2, 3. And then I can use 4 to convoke the Knight. Okay, that's fine. Let's do that. Yeah, this is good. So flip this, and then we can Knight after. Retreating. It's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Uh-oh. Well, that's not great. I mean, we're still miles ahead, but... not ideal. Yeah, they need something really good. Yeah, I also don't think it matters. I'm not convoking 5. Well, I think it's really important to flip the landing. I guess I could just flip landing next turn and still activate Castle. Yeah, that's fair. I guess the argument is it forces the trade for Hopeful, which is good if they have second Lieutenant, but maybe that's just not a good enough argument. Yeah, you're probably right. So trade, take 5. Probably good enough. Oh, it's not a trade because they can sack here to kill this. So they go this here, this here, this here, sack this. So I would lose this, they would lose these 2, but they would still go to 3. It's probably good enough. Because then with them at 3, us having Castle, Ornithopter, and this, just like chip damage at this point. We could be convoking a Loxodon. We could be. Again, I don't really think it matters, but... Alright, so they're at 3. Well, what Canister's saying is we could have just flipped the landing next turn. Like, we can go cast landing, cast Knight-Errant, and then next turn shove everything, flip the castle, and still have the 4th mana, or flip this, and still have the 4th mana to use the castle in combat, so... Cast this... They go to 2. Then they have 3 blockers. They block, block, block. So I guess we just only attack with the Ornithopter. They go to 1. I don't know. Maybe forcing the Mutavault trade was fine. I don't think it matters. Do I foresee a lot of mirrors in Dallas? Well, there is some... I guess, like, the tech for the mirror, quote-unquote, is Forge Devil, which it seems like a lot of people are playing at this point. You know, people have had End the Festivities. I think this is the best card. I've tried other stuff, like, I've tried Imposing Sovereign, and I've tried the enchantment version of Imposing Sovereign, which I forget the name of. The 1-mana card. Chat, what's the name of that card? Authority of the Consuls, yeah. So I've tried Authority, and I've tried Imposing Sovereign, but neither of them, they just feel a little bit too narrow in the sense of they're very time-sensitive, and they're not great against certain draws, so I think you're better off just, like, playing Forge Devil and hoping that that's good enough to steal the tempo. Alright, mono white again, so this is the same sideboard plan that we've been doing, which I think makes sense. I think this is a safe deck to buy into. Not sure I understand the question. If you're asking me if something from this deck is going to get banned, no, nothing's going to get banned. I don't... Why are we still having these conversations? Like, it's just another fine deck. But yes, I think it is. If you're asking me if something's going to get banned and that's what you're asking me if it's safe to buy into, yes, I would think it's safe to buy into then. I know, right? Just imagine any one singular card from this deck appearing on the Pioneer ban list. It would just look laughable. Like, wake up one day, today we have decided to ban Voldaren Epicure from the Pioneer format. You know, it's like, the fuck? Okay, noted. This is on 6. It's not a good 6. It's not a good 6. Is it better than 5? If we draw Gleeful, this hand's busted, but... I think we're better off going to 5. This one's close, though. Okay, this hand kind of has the same problem. It's just missing the other half, but, I mean, keep it. Not going to go to 4. I think I'm supposed to save the volley for at least, like, an Adeline, potentially. Can't afford Sacred Foundry? Yeah. Play Rakdos. That deck is certainly much cheaper than this. It's the punish for not casting the volley. Still think I have to hold that up for Adeline. Unbreakable Formation into Kasi is welcome. So I think Unbreakable Formation is likely just a worse version of Collective Effort, because that card just has a lot more utility. As far as Takasi is welcome is concerned, I don't know. Like, I tried that card yesterday. It was okay. It's not terrible. Yeah, this is not going well. Yeah, Formation's like it's the instant, so 3-mana instant, stuff gains indestructible, and then if you main phase it, you put a counter on your stuff, and I guess they gained Vigilance too. Card's probably sick in the mirror. Alright, let's go to game 3. Swish, good gaming. Thank you for the raid, buddy. Appreciate you. But yeah, for the people who are complaining about this deck, it's just play some more sideboard cards. Like, at the end of the day, if you really want to, this deck is not that hard to beat. You just have to mean it, you know? And the people who are complaining about it they're just lazy. It's just like a snap keep on the draw. I've been thinking about that, Duncan. I think the 4th killer could be good. You think Giant Killer sucks? No shot. Giant Killer's, I think, your best one drop. It's so good. Just never used Chop Down. I've cast Chop Down a lot. I want to keep this hand. I know that I probably shouldn't, but blues. I'll mulligan. I'll be disciplined. Okay. I feel like I would rather keep the Loxodon. Actually, I could put back Burning-Tree with this hand, right? And then keep both Convoke creatures. Yeah. I think that makes more sense. I have enough time to use both Convoke creatures. I do want to go for turn 1 Gleeful. Yeah, I have to, right, with this hand. BT, you have no turn 2? What do you mean? This is my turn 2. It's the downside. That's bad. I mean, even with Burning-Tree, I still, like, if I had kept Burning-Tree, I still would not have been able to play a Convoke creature that turn, right? Like, there's no reason to keep the Burning-Tree, because if you cast Burning-Tree on 2, you don't have white mana. That doesn't work the way that you want it to, but good try. Good try. I can appreciate the effort, at least. I mean, to be fair, they had nothing else to do with their Mutavault mana anyways, so they might as well try. So we go send 4, Inspector Knight. Keep from falling. Send 4. Happily take the double block, which they obviously don't want to do. Goodbye. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I was really looking for a Bushwhacker. I guess we'll take... So the Forge Devil is awkward if they have Thalia's Lieutenant. The Giant Killer is nice insurance against Adeline, potentially. Could take Epicure. I kind of want to take Forge Devil Giant Killer. I think I have to take Killer because of Adeline. It's just, do I take Forge Devil and then just hope they don't have Lieutenant? Oh, I guess if they have Lieutenant, the Forge Devil still kills the Lieutenant, right? Yeah, that's fine. We'll take those two. I think that makes more sense. Okay. Can't really attack, though. Ooh. I can try to go for the Brutal Cathar here. Or I could just send everything and then try to double Forge Devil the Adeline. Do they have good blocks? They can stand up the Mutavault and trade, but if they stand up Mutavault, then I can kill the Adeline before blocks, right? Or, like, after damage. I could also just send the 4/4s. If I send everything, I go Adeline here. No, they would put Adeline on a 2/2, right? So they go Adeline here, maybe double block a 4/4, take 7, go to 6, and then I try to kill Adeline post-combat. Yeah, this is fine. I guess, like, they can put Adeline on the Thraben Inspector, but I'm totally okay with that. I guess that makes sense for them. What did Cathar take out? Cathar took out a token. Well, this works out perfect, right? Because then I just go 2 and 2, post-combat Forge Devil, kill the Adeline. Maybe they have Brave? Okay, it looks like no Brave. Just forgive me. See ya. I'm actually gonna play the Giant Killer. It's better. Like, I might want to tap something next turn. See ya. Alright, 2-0. Let's do it. I'm gonna restart. Moto's been lagging. I don't know, over the past couple of days, I feel like Moto has been super laggy. I don't know how you guys have felt, but... Kinda sick if I draw land, but... If this was Gleeful, I would keep. Probably should mulligan these hands. What's my viewership record? I think we hit, like, 2K at one point when we were playing... It was, like, a challenge that we top-baited when we were playing against Spike. I think that was our highest viewership number. You wanted to keep the 7? I don't know, it's so greedy. This hand's way better. I feel like that first hand was too greedy. How do you feel about Selfless Spirit in the sideboard? I don't hate that card, but I think it's probably worse than Invasion of Gobakhan against sweepers, because Invasion kind of does the same thing in the sense of it buys you turns against sweepers, and flipping Invasion gives you the gives you the insurance against sweepers. But I think Invasion is a lot more applicable than Selfless Spirit. The one argument you could make is that Selfless Spirit can be found off of this, which Invasion can't be, so maybe that's a good argument, but an honest hand? I agree, but I'm on 6, like, I'm not gonna go to 5. Yeah, I think Invasion's a lot better. Also, I don't know if anybody's done this, but the games where you get to go Ornithopter, Gleeful, turn 2 Invasion, it's so disgusting. Those draws are so gross. Okay. Not good. Not good. Kind of don't want to show them the castle yet. I don't think we are winning this game. Do I have time to take this knight? I don't think I do. I think I have to take the Loxodon. I'm not really sure how I get out of this. I'm saving the Inspector for Bushwhacker. Maybe that's just wrong, though, because if I draw Bushwhacker, I can just castle instead of bushwhacking. I never get to use Throne of the God Pharaoh. I tried Throne of the God Pharaoh in a couple different lists as a one-of, but I just never drew it. Maybe it's one of those things where... I think I take this trade. Maybe it's one of those things where if I want to try out the card more, I need to play more copies to get a feel for how good it is, but I just never cast it. I never drew it. I think the theory behind it is sound, but they have a second Loxodon. That's bad, too. This game is basically impossible to win. Now we drop Fury, yeah. Any Furies? Mod check? Where are the Furies at? How about Solitude? Furies, Solitudes, anybody? Somebody on Twitter told me that they emergency printed those cards into Pioneer because this deck was so broken. That's what I heard on Twitter, but... What's up, Fire Shoes? The one and only, the GOAT. Absolute homie. What'd they reveal? Well, that's bad. That's really bad. Oh, man. So if I only have 2 blockers back, let's say I go Loxodon and Thraben Inspector. I guess I can go Inspector Clue first to try and find another 1-drop. Just to see how many blockers I will have. Might not have been right to play the castle to give them more information. Okay, so 2 blockers. Block here, take 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So 2 blockers is not sufficient. 3 blockers. How about 3 blockers? So block, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. Go to 2. Probably can't kill them on the crackback, but... Oh, wait, I have a lifelink token. Does that change anything? So I'm at 18. Alright, I forgot about the lifelink. So 2 blockers at 18. So how much damage was it? 9, 11, 13, 15, 16, 17. It's exactly 18. But that doesn't change the math. 1 more life and I'd actually have like a reasonable turn. And I have to chump block with 1 extra thing. Probably means I have no chance at killing them on the crackback, but... Well, if the vampire token... Yeah, so this is 16, right? Doing it this way. So, yeah, let's just leave back... No, I guess there's no reason to use the vampire to convoke. 1, 2... Yeah, there's no reason to, because I have... Well, I just said that, and then I did it anyways, but... We're actually not... We're only 1 point short next turn, right? If this is all they have, and they go this, shove everything, we go to 1, and then on the crackback I have 3, 6, 9, 12, 17. So they're dead to an Epicure. Flip landing. I don't think the flip landing matters, though, right? Boltsnet Bolt says, was it really Knight-Errant that made this deck viable, or was it that nobody really expected this type of archetype? Definitely the Knight-Errant, because what Knight-Errant gave you was just redundancy on your payoffs, right? Like, before Knight-Errant, you only had Venerated Loxodon as your real Convoke payoff, and now it's just more, you have more redundancy in the top end of your draws, because you just have the Convoke cards more often, so... Just, like, the fact that you have the Convoke card more often should be Xaxes, right? Because we did the math based on them not having one additional attacker. Yeah, Gleeful Demolition, too. That was a huge printing. Seems like they also did the math. Tilt! Okay, so Mirror, we want Forge Devil. Forge Devil. I don't think I want Chasm or Collective Effort. Was I cutting in the Mirror before? I can't remember. Was I cutting Giant Killer? I think I was cutting Giant Killer, right? Lifelinker would have saved me. Nope, it was still 18. It was the same number that we came up with. It's still the exact same number, because it's +2 power on the board. I'm trying to think of, like, if landing comes up in sort of a longer game, maybe I could just do this. Keep 2 Giant Killers. I leave for Dallas this Thursday. Can't really keep this hand, I don't think. This hand's worse. Go to 5. Play 3 battle main deck. Invasion of Gobakhan main deck. I mean, I'm not opposed to Invasion main deck. It honestly might be pretty good. Alright, please do not have turn 1 Forge Devil, that's all I ask. Please no turn 1 Forge Devil. But Forge Devil were against humans and Mono Green, Chasm for this matchup. Well, Forge Devil is good against all 3 of those decks. Okay. I will take a Ornithopter or a Bushwhacker, or a Burning-Tree next turn, excuse me. Ornithopter or Burning-Tree, please. Chasm might not be that bad in the Mirror. This is one of the... So, if the Mirror is going to be this popular, maybe it's good to go back to Legion Loyalist. Because I think Legion Loyalist is really good in this matchup. Just first strike on attack is huge. It makes their blocks impossible. Yeah, ignoring tokens is nice too. Oh. Why would they... Oh, they want to play the Ornithopter to flip landing? Well, they're just dead, right? I just don't cast the Giant Killer. Because if they're attacking to flip landing, they have no chance, right? Edge. Dedge. Yeah, it was a good 5, right? Pretty good mold of 5, if I do say so myself. Pretty good mold of 5. They can play a Convoke creature. Don't think that's gonna be even close to good enough, though. What you got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Passing? Are we flipping landing? 3. We're not flipping landing, but they're going to 6. Okay. Attack. Attack with all of my minions. No, we haven't. We actually have not played against Mono Green all day today. Not a single time play against Mono Green. All right, what exactly is their plan? I'm confused. What's the plan here, opponent? Is the plan just die? Not that they really have a good plan, but... Did I ever update the Stream Decker when we changed the list? I think I did. Yeah, I did. Okay. Yeah, no Mono Green yet, unfortunately. I would like to play against Mono Green, because I need to figure out what's going wrong in that matchup, because I've been losing to it a lot, and I don't know if it's just not mulliganing aggressive enough, or something, you know what I mean, if there's other things that I'm doing wrong, but... Because I do think you really have to mulligan, very aggressively at that matchup. It's so weird, too, because, like, when I looked at this deck on paper, I thought it would just have a naturally good mono-green matchup, but it's just, like, not the way that the games are playing out. You have a much wider keep range than I do. I mean, against like if I know I'm playing against Rakdos, it's different, but so this deck just loses against Wrath. I mean, no comment. I will elect to not comment. Classic Twitch chat, you know? Classic Twitch chat. They kept 7. God, we're on the draw. I can't pass this hand up on the draw. I just can't do it. Yeah, especially on 20 lands. That was bad. I should have played the Pathway, because I'm going to play this on red anyways, with my Burning-Tree. Yeah, I should have played Pathway there. I'm just taking damage for no reason. I was thinking that I might want to play this on white, but not with the Burning-Tree in hand. So. Hi, how does this deck beat Settle the Wreckage? I just, never get old, Twitch chat, Never get old. Only 2 options. Kind of wish that was a Loxodon, but, take what you can get, I guess. Yeah, simply just don't get settled. But Doomwake, how does this deck beat? Insert 4-mana sweeper here. I don't know. You just... you just beat it, 5-head. Splash Crane first Grill Spellbreaker? Yeah. I will say, I played against Blue-White Control in the challenge, and my opponent curved turn 3 Loxodon, or turn 3 Lockdown into turn 4 Verdict, and I won that game. So, Is this a good Bushwhacker turn? So they go... Let's assume they chump trade. 1, 2, 3... They probably just eat this, right? Eat this, trade here. Take 2, 4, 5, 10, 12, 14, 15. They go to 4. Could just wait a turn. The only issue with waiting a turn is they have a lot more blockers, right? Yeah, I guess I could Knight-Errant into more Convoke cards. Maybe leave this back to potentially attack and just, maybe take this trade. Yeah, alright, let's just do that. Let's wait a turn. Or I could, hit a bunch of bricks. Well... I think I'll offer this trade here. Now Bush? No, I think it's better to Bush next turn. Maybe it's not because they're going to have a lot more blockers. I guess Bush there would have... I'd be able to attack with 2 hasty, 2 5-power Knight-Errants. And maybe it puts them into a spot where they can't really afford the trade. They can't afford to eat something, they have to take the trade, which would be better for me. But, it's kind of the same thing. If they take the trade, then I can do this next turn, and they can't... You know what I mean? They don't have this in play to eat a 3-power creature, Thoughts on Regal Leosaur? I tried that card for, like we were talking about, a good 5 hours yesterday, and I was not impressed. I really think you want this card is just way more explosive. Yeah, maybe Cracking Clue is better. I'm just shoving. I am putting all of my chips onto the table. I think they have Electrickery. That'd be kind of funny. That'd be nice if they had Electrickery. They'd be nice with it. Bang. Alright, not Electrickery. Math is for blockers, yeah. Right-click attack with all, and then turn away from my computer and talk to Twitch chat. You do the math. A lot of trading, but they're also going to take a lot of damage, so... They still have 4 cards in their hand. This game might not be over. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Going to 9. They have nothing in play. Yeah, we're probably fine. Somehow waited long enough. Jesus Christ. That's a lot of lands. Alright, 3-0. Let's keep it going. Is that the way to beat the mirror? Just sideboard lockdown? Draw? I don't think you mull these hands of the draw. Guess it's not great if they Thoughtseize me, but if they Thoughtseize this and I draw a land, it's not that bad. I'm gonna keep this. The issue with End the Festivities is when you're on the draw and they have the turn 2 Loxodon, it just doesn't do anything. So I think Forge Devil is a little bit better because it's a creature on the battlefield, so being able to present a creature and make your Convoke turns better, I think is more useful. They're both bad against Loxodon, but at least Forge Devil is commits or complements the Convoke draws better, if that makes sense. It's a lot of mana. Finally playing against Monogreen, which is good. It's nice to test this matchup up. Well, you can't really play Cinderclasm because it hurts you too. Well, probably dead. Beats. What's up, Daniel? I have not really looked at a lot of the LOTR spoilers, and I don't really intend on looking at them. Maybe after Dallas we'll spend a little bit, but opponent said hi, chat. Everybody say hi, opponent. Fucking miracle. Okay. Yeah, from what I've seen, from what I've heard, it didn't seem like there was a ton of relevant stuff. Okay, well, I'm never casting Chop Down with this hand, so let's do this. We're probably never winning this game, but, you know. Yes, it's better to take the Giant Killer. Yo. Got 7 cards in my hand. It's got to be worth something, right? I heard or somebody told me there was a lot of good food payoffs. Some Asmo support, perhaps? Chat, what does it feel like to be a ghost? Genuine question. 3, 6, 9. Hey, yo. What's my out? How can I possibly win this game? Gotta go wide Joel? Is it time for wide Joel? Wrong chat. Whoops. Any wide Joels in chat? Chat, who wants to go wide? I want to go wide. Hey, yo. Block here, take 5. I think we wait one more turn. Wide Joel, baby. I'm getting wide over here. Nice and wide. Okay. Just hit 2 lands. No big deal. Wait, is that a main deck Stonebrain? My brother in Christ. Why do they have a main deck Stonebrain? When I cast a second Knight? Oh, because I'm a dumbass. That's why. I forgot I had it. I forgot I had it. Is that a good enough answer? I mean, it's probably not the answer you wanted to hear, but I just forgot. Yeah, the only correct answer. Yeah, that's enough for me. That is enough for me. Okay, so Magmatic Chasm coming in. Forgot, somebody was telling me, I think it was Donkin saying they were bringing in collective effort in this matchup, which I don't hate because it does kill all their big shit, but I don't know if it's too slow. I've also experimented bringing in this card in this matchup, but these are kind of mid. I don't love landing. I usually cut Forbidna. I've actually been shaving Knight-Errants in this matchup. Maybe you could do like the first copy of Collective Effort, or Third Knight, or 1 landing or 1 friendship. Kills Blue Chronos, kills Collective Effort, kills Blue Chronos, kills Cav, kills Troll. It's not the most efficient, like, it's not the best trade against Troll and Cav, but just getting the creature off the battlefield is the most important part. Well, Effort is mostly for Rakdos. But I guess, like, the fact that you can kill... Effort gets to kill their Wolfhollow Havens and also gets to kill their Old Growth Troll lands. I don't know. I kind of want to try 1 copy, but maybe it's just not worth it. It's mainly here for Rakdos, which it is insane against Rakdos, but it's very, very good against Rakdos. I think I'm just going to play another 1-drop. Why Chasm? Because, like, the way that they beat you is just make a bunch of creatures. All they do is just play a bunch of blockers. This hand does have Forge Devil and Epicure, but it's pretty mid. Yeah, you gotta ship these hands, I think. This is worse. Knight out. I mean, the thing about Knight is you would obviously much rather have Loxodon in this matchup. Like, if you're having a fast Convoke draw, Loxodon is a million times better than Knight, because this matchup isn't necessarily about card advantage. Like, it's obviously not about card advantage. You're just trying to kill them as quickly as possible. So, that's why I don't mind shaving Knights in this matchup. This hand's fine. I'm going to keep 2 lands, Epicure, Forge Devil, Knight. I guess we just keep these 5? Yeah, that's fine, right? I mean, if I keep Forge Devil, they don't play an elf, it's kind of awkward. But I'm just going to hope that they play an elf. 0 mana 4/4s are pressure? Kind of, but they can block a 4/4 very, very easily, right? Like, their deck is very good at putting a blocker in play that is good in combat against a 4/4 creature. That's the problem. Whereas the Loxodon is the same thing. It's a 0 mana 4/4, but it also puts, it spreads the power around. So it just puts more power onto the battlefield. Fuck. That's worst case scenario. Main deck Forge Devil? I think that's a little too narrow. I could discard the Forge Devil, given that they don't have an elf, just to try and find another 1-drop. It's probably worth it. It's really bad if I draw Gleeful Demolition. I think I have to. Okay, go. This is not a good play, but I think I have to do it. Yeah, this one's gonna be tough. Alright, I'm out. I'm out. Alright, let's get a 4-1 prediction. Alright, 4-1 prediction is now up. Slow hand. It's like turn 1 killer, turn 2 friendship. On the draw, I don't want to try this. I don't know if it's necessarily a good keep, but I want to see how it plays out. I would assume Sam is playing Rakdos-Sack. Yeah, unsurprising. I don't know if I've ever seen Sam not play Rakdos-Sack. I think he played it at the PT too. Let's keep the 1-drop. Yeah, he did, right? They created the last RCQ. Yeah, Rona is Zerda. Well, at least Matt played Zerda and Rona. I know some people still play Gigantha, but it probably makes sense to play Zerda. Because, like, all the stuff you want to play has activated abilities anyways. I guess the card that you lose by playing Zerda is Ledger Shredder, but it might be worth it. So they hit... Wow, they hit Blood Crypt. They hit Blood Crypt Cat off of Witness and chose to play Blood Crypt and not Cat. That's surprising. Okay. Probably means they have Cat in hand, right? Or they just don't have a land. Damn it. Trying a land would have been so good there. Troll Despair. Just getting bodied. Land would have probably been game over, but good beats. Yeah, they have to have Cat, unless they really wanted the 3rd land. They probably don't have a land in hand. Land Fatal Push, okay. Sure. Okay. Surely I'll draw a land next turn, right? Surely I will not brick again. Really no cap. Yeah, it's weird, because then he also didn't miss a land drop the following turn. I'm very surprised he took the, he must have drawn a land, I guess? I don't know. I don't think that we're sideboarding anything in this matchup, which is weird, because I think the matchup is not great for this deck, but I'm just not really sure what sideboard card would even be effective against them. Like, I guess you could maybe talk me into Collective Effort just to size creatures against Mayhem Devil, but I don't think that's a good plan. Maybe Invasion of Gobakhan, but kind of narrow. Yeah, I think you just suck it up and run it back. Forge Devil? No, I don't think you want Forge Devil. This is kind of an okay hand. It's a lot of damage on turn 2. I don't know if it's good enough for this matchup, but... It's the one card I did not want to see. Fatal Push would have been fine. Any 1-drop would have been fine, but... Alright, had it. Had it... Do we play Ornithopters? I could hold one. Is there a reason to hold one? There's not really a reason to play the other one, though, right? Because there's no difference between hitting a 3 and a 4, and saving this is better if I find second Bushwhacker. Yeah, there's really no reason to play the Thopter here, I think. Come on, dude. Alright. Go, I guess. I guess you can go. Skill issue. Skill issue. Just can't win this game. You know, if I had 2 more cards in my hand, might be okay, but can't have that. Maybe that gives us a chance. Maybe that gives us a chance. Okay. Only have 1 card in hand. Knowing Sam, it's probably a Mayhem Devil. Okay, we can beat that. That's not bad either. So, is it better to... I could attack with 2 Ornithopters and then convoke the other 3. I could also just not attack this turn and just tap 5 creatures. Yeah, I kind of like it. I'm down. I'm down with it. Yeah, I think it's probably better to convoke the Thopters than attack with both, because I get the damage back next turn anyways, right? Yeah, now Devil is... Devil almost... I'm not going to say Devil does nothing, because they can still, you know, just deal me a bunch of damage with it, but... mitigates Devil quite a bit. Okay. Might be able to race us, though. Yeah, it's the same damage, because I get the 2 damage back next turn anyways. Yeah, now we have to figure out, can they kill us? The answer is yes, right? Because each oven is 3 damage. So they can 6 us and then untap and 6 us, so we... yeah. Probably still not going to be able to race the Devil. Well, I'm dead next turn anyways, so... maybe there's a world where they have to block with Mayhem Devil? I doubt it. Yeah, they can't sack Blood this turn. They can sack it next turn, like after they draw, but they don't have cards in hand right now. 4, 6, 8, 12. Yeah. Dead. Unfortunate. Yeah, just like... drew a couple of Convoke cards later, but, you know, early on our draws were just too bad, so... I do think that matchup is pretty bad, but again, I'm just not really sure what we could play to fix that matchup. There's not really one card that just, you know, is really good against them. I think maybe... It's a lot of mana, but potentially Redain for the backside could be good, right? Valkyria. They have a really hard time beating Valkyria, but it is 4 mana, so... Legion Loyalists. I guess Legion Loyalist giving your big things trample is good against the, you know, block sack cat lines.